To whoever's reading this, you probably don't know who I am. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I've done to you. This will probably never make it to the public. But my guilt is eating me alive, and I'm all out of options. The least I can do is get this out there. So that maybe, hopefully, someone reads this. And even more unlikely, takes it seriously. That way, I'm not the only one who knows how badly we messed up. What we've done to the world. I'm sure this will read like some nut job's manifesto, but please, hear me out. I think I've helped link our world to something else. Something out there. And if humanity isn't careful, we're going to open a door and invite something to Earth that I'm pretty sure will end us in the blink of an eye. I know that's a lot. So, let me backtrack. My name is Dr. Aries Thorne. I was an archaeologist. A damn fine one, if I do say so myself. I specialized in decoding ancient writing. Sumerian, Greek, Egyptian. I've worked on most of the big finds. So when I got a call from a small, specialized team in Egypt about translating text on a door in a newly uncovered tomb, I didn't bat an eye. I just booked the next flight. They've got me in quarantine now. But they didn't find my diary. I keep it hidden. It's funny. I can read the words. I understand what they mean individually, but I can't piece together my own writing. It's like my mind immediately forgets whatever it is that I read. It has to be an effect of the tomb. So I've decided to painstakingly, word by word, transcribe my diary here. Hopefully, you can make sense of it. You'd think after spending your life in sand-swept dunes and remote locations, you get tired of it. But here I am, writing from a tent just outside a recently excavated tomb near Gilkabir. I'll admit, I'm a little apprehensive. The door is fascinating, I'll get to that, but I don't know how anyone found this thing. No tomb marker. No statues. Nothing on this plateau to indicate anything was buried here. If this team wasn't using the latest seismic tools, it might have stayed hidden forever. It's exciting. An untouched tomb is a rare find. Makes me wonder what other secrets are buried out here. Now, the door. It's massive. 2 20-foot slabs of deep black granite. Every single inch is covered in dense lines of script, like the Rosetta Stone. It's weathered to hell, but I can identify hieroglyphics and ancient Greek. I can't make out full sentences yet, but I see something about a key, an origin, and riches. The team seemed to work a little faster after I mentioned that last word. We've got a lot of work ahead. But it seems promising steady progress on uncovering the door. Rick Wilson, the expedition leader, is a fair guy. Makes sure no one overworks in this heat. It's a great team, Jimmy, Susan, Frank, Jade, and myself. I can't think of a better group to crack this secret. The bad news is the soil hasn't been kind to the slabs. The writing is badly eroded. My best guess at the translation so far is, the key to nothing is resting here. Wealth there is none. Forgetting is a gift. Warnings are common on tombs, but I've never read one like this. We should have the door ready to open in a few days. Today's the day. We got enough of the door uncovered to open it. Seeing this jet black monolith nested in the rock is imposing. The warning, repeated over and over, doesn't help. But this isn't my first rodeo. Once we get it open, I'll report back on what we find. Rick, wait. I already wrote this. I never updated on what we found. Come to think of it. I'm drawing a blank on yesterday. I remember writing in my journal. I remember setting up the equipment to force the doors open. And then, nothing. Looking out of my tent right now, the doors are still closed. I need to investigate. I just spoke to Rick. He's also confused. He thought it was still day 8. I showed him my phone's date. He was just as puzzled. We gathered everyone up, and sure enough, it's like an entire day was taken from all of us. None of us remember what happened when we forced the doors open, or why they're closed again. Rick's paused all further attempts. I'm going back through my notes. Between the 5 of us, someone's got to remember something. I don't know who Frank is. I wrote about him on day 5, but I have no idea why. I asked the whole camp. They assume it's always just been us 5. Not 6. Everyone's drawing a collective blank on the day we tried to open the tomb. Everything in our brains tells us it's stupid to try again. But the desire to do it, it's palpable. Rick says we'll try again tomorrow. Something keeps bothering me. If it's always been 5, why is there an extra, empty cot? Why do we have a bunch of extra supplies? And among those supplies, why is there a photograph of a woman and a child that no one recognizes? I don't think anyone wants to actually sit down and think about this. Take 2 for the tomb. I'm writing as we go. It's a little before dawn. Rick brought in a new piece of tech, a crate of self-navigating micro-drones. They can map the inside in minutes. Takes the fun out of it, but it's safer. The team's getting ready to crack the door and send the drones in. The drones took an hour. Rick's never seen them take that long. When we looked at the scan, to say we were stunned is an understatement. This place is huge. If we were in Greece, I'd swear it was the labyrinth of the Minotaur. The sheer scale is comparable to the pyramids. We have a clear path to the central chamber. With luck, I'll update later. The energy of the group is strange. There's excitement, but I can't get my translation out of my head. Forgetting is a gift. It doesn't make sense. The tomb, it's empty. Kind of. We went inside. The black granite was cool, a relief from the heat. We followed the drone's map. The only sound was our footsteps. It felt truly untouched. The main room was large, meant for priceless artifacts, but there was nothing. Nothing except a single sarcophagus in the dead center. This goes against everything about Egyptian burial practices. Opening it led to more questions. It was empty. Completely empty. Not a scrap, not an inscription on the inside. Just smooth, solid black granite. It was like peering into a void. My conclusion? A tomb that never got filled. Someone infamous, forgotten, dropped in a ditch instead. Some of the others want to check the dead ends before we wrap up. I'm curious too. I couldn't sleep last night. I heard whispering. Mumbling. But when my eyes adjusted, no one's lips were moving. I've been translating the writing on the sarcophagus. A lot of it repeats the door's warning. Some new stuff talks about a voice. Could be your voice or my voice. It's tough to discern. No one slept well. Everyone's acting weird. I saw Jade push Jimmy for no reason. She immediately apologized, said she just had the urge. Rick bent the antenna on a radio, then cursed trying to fix it. It happened to me, too. I was eating lunch and I just poured out my water. I wanted to. I chose to act on the thought. But it came and went so fast, it didn't feel like my own. Something is wrong with us. Susan just came out of the tomb. Frantic. Jimmy wasn't with her. She said they found a pit. She said they both just stared at it, and then he leapt. Like he was diving into a pool. After a few moments of silence, she heard him land. Then, nothing. Rick called the institution. We're getting a ride out of here. While we wait, I'm going to keep translating. I need the distraction. But a piece of me feels like this is important. We missed something. He will be your voice, but your actions will be his. Everyone will be the key to the coming nothing. Who is he? What did we let out? Nothing. Is nothing a thing? Or a state we'll reach? He will have my voice, but my actions will be his. Is this what we're experiencing? What's going on? Who is in my head, my memory, its pieces? I remember the tomb. I remember we opened it. My next solid memory is the drive back. The driver, he kept asking if there were more of us. We said no, just 4. He hesitated. He was weird, swerving the car back and forth, just for fun. Everyone's been acting weird. A guy impulsively kicked over a waste basket. Another bit his cheek until it bled. Then the men in suits. Quarantine. Asking what we remember. I've heard them say intrusive thoughts. That's it. That's the best way to describe it. But it's too late. Whatever they're trying to quarantine, it's already out. If this ever gets out, to whoever is reading this, please. You can't listen to that voice when it calls. I don't know what it is, what these little actions are inching us towards. But if a butterfly flapping its wings can cause a typhoon, I shudder to think what the small, impulsive actions of the entire world might lead to. I don't know where I heard this advice, but I feel like it fits. It fits our situation perfectly. Just forget about those thoughts. Don't let your mind dwell on them. Sometimes, forgetting is a gift.